I just want to thank God for the bad moments that happened in my life. I want to thank Him for the dark moments that I had. And, this is why I am here. This is why I'm here where I'm at in my life. This is why it made me humble. It made me grateful, right? You should be thankful for the bad times. We got to be thankful, right? Because it builds character, especially when you see the end of the tunnel. It builds character. As I'm sitting here on this bench, it's a beautiful day out here, by the way. I'm sitting on this bench. I'm like, man, I remember the times where I was feeling overwhelmed. I remember the nights where I was depressed and I didn't want to live no more. I felt life was hopeless. I wanted the world to end. I always had thoughts about me dying. Like, if I die today, people won't even care about me. I had those thoughts. When I was doubting myself, when I always thought I was never good enough. I remember the times where I got my heart broken, when it really set me back. It made me real insecure. I remember the times when I got lied to. I remember the times where, and it taught me at an early age how to appreciate everything. Now, my mom and I got burnt out of our apartment. We had to sleep in the school for about 2 days, eating sandwiches, then go to a hotel with a $25, $50 limit on a card, and I'm starving. I remember we had to go into a shelter and roaches crawling on our wall. My mom's crying because we lost everything. Getting back to the house, we lost everything. People robbed the place. Everything smelled like mildew. I can say, when there's fire burning, it always takes me back. It always takes me back to a feeling where I lost everything. My mom and I lost everything. I remember the time where I got fired from my job and I was $10,000 credit card debt. Couldn't even afford a pizza slice. I was so broke. I remember the times I was working 2 jobs, only getting 3 hours of sleep so I can just build myself up again. Just making myself a decent part of society, making myself a decent man of life. Mama got kicked out of my mom's house. And her and I was at odds. I remember I was spending all my last money on weed. I remember all those bad times, y'all. And those eventually I'll go more in depth in those things. But when I think about that, and I'm sitting here today, healthy, strong, wise, with a good job, building a brand, with a relationship, friends, potential. I look back and say, damn, I came a long way. I'm not sure what your story is. I'm not sure what you've been through. Um, Maybe it was worse than mine. I'm not sure. But when you see the light of the tunnel, or if you're not even there yet, know that better days is coming. And when you do get past those, when you get past those days, man, those things feel amazing. It feels incredible knowing that you beat all those things. You're not those things anymore. But we need the bad times in our lives. We need that. We need that. I needed the heartbreaks. I needed the self-doubt. I needed that depressed stage. I needed to get burnt out of my house. I needed all those things. Those unfortunate situations, yes. But it builds character. It builds gratitude. Keeps you grounded and humble. It keeps you just wanting more for life, appreciating what you have. When you can look yourself in the mirror and say, damn, I'm proud of myself. God damn it, I'm proud. I am proud. I have made changes. Damn, that feels good. That feels amazing. And even though you got high expectations for yourself, but sometimes we just need to look back and say, damn, like I did that. I don't want us to hide from the bad times. I don't want us to push the bad times in the back of our head. No, absolutely not. Nah. No. I want to embrace those. I want us to sit in the penthouse one day with a glass of wine or our favorite beverage, sitting with our partner, sitting with our lady, just thinking about how much we went through and saying, damn, like we did it. We did it. No worries, your family's taken care of. But you don't forget the bad times, yo. You appreciate the bad times. You smile at the bad times. Maybe chuckle a little bit and say, man, like, wow, I can't believe that happened. I did it. That's what I want for us, man. Like I said, I'm creating a family over here. That's what I want for us. And we will have that. We will. And it will be more bad times. That's just the way life is orchestrated. But we're gonna get past those. We're gonna be okay. Because one day, when the sun is shining bright as hell and we shine our light on others, so they can see our good works and glorify our Father which is in heaven. We live in our best life doing what we love to do, being obsessed with excellence, being obsessed with health, wealth, becoming our best self. Man, it's gonna feel so damn good. It's gonna feel so damn good. So again, be happy with the bad times. Be grateful for the bad times. Well, I would say be happy with the bad times, but know that the bad times not gonna last forever. But when you do get to a point where you are where you want to be, or even if you're not where you want to be, but you're not in that situation anymore, and you've seen growth in yourself, man, it's gonna be so worth it. And I can't wait for all of us to have that. Thank God, man. Thank God.